Bella. Welcome to Bella Uncinetto. I'm Christina, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. We are going to do what Sam over at Memphis Makes likes to call a double bubble book look and label my library. So I've already shown you these books before. I didn't do a proper book look video, but I thought that we could kind of look through them now and pick out some things that we want to do. So these are the two Italian crochet books that my friend got me. It's the same friend that got me the Japanese book, but this one is bags and this one is amigurumi. So I thought we would go through and look at them and label them. So, Label My Library is a segment that was started, as far as I'm aware, by Sam at Memphis Makes. And you go through and you look at a pattern book. My chair is sinking. You see that, right? Okay. It's not just me. You notice it too. All right, hold on. Let's fix that. It's because when I sit, I like to sit crisscross applesauce with my legs crossed. And so I put them up in the chair. And that's a problem. That's why I want that meditation chair. Because it has the little bar that goes around the front. And so you can actually sit with your legs up on the chair. Anyway, so my chair sinks because I sit like that a lot. Anyway, with the Label My Library, you go through and look at a pattern book or any other kind of crafting thing and select 3 things that you would want to make. You label the things in your library. Not to say that the next time you pick up that book, you have to make one of those items, but it kind of gives you an idea of these are your favorites and these are the things that you really want to focus on. So I thought we'd start with the bag book. This is 25 projects, right? And I am fairly good at reading Italian. Speaking it is a little bit of a problem just because I can understand when they're talking to me, but my mind translates it into English and then I want to respond in English. So my biggest thing is working on speaking in Italian, but I can read it for the most part. So this one is all bags of some sort, right? So you have things like this bag, right? But then you also have like, and a lot of them are very colorful, but then you also have like this one where it is, I still don't want to show you the pattern, where it's like squares that you put together, which has been pretty popular. I mean, people have done that a lot. This one kind of reminds me of like the 1980s like game Nintendo blocks, right? This one's cute. This little ice cream purse. Baubles. This, oh. I can tell they used Canva to make this book, like the way this book is printed, because I'm gonna cover this because I know where this picture comes from. I know where this picture comes from. Anybody else recognize that picture? I know where that picture comes from. So this is not a publishing company book. This is a self-published book, which is fine. Like, I'm not knocking it. I know where it comes from. This one is cute. It has fruit on it. Look, I'm touching a strawberry. Look, I'm touching a strawberry. I'm definitely allergic to strawberries. So that's why it's funny, sort of. I like this one. I like that one. This one is nice. I have some yarn that I got, some cotton yarn that I got last summer in the States. Was going to make a beach bag with it. I might still make a beach bag with it, but it would be cute in that as well. This is neat. This is a unique bag. I like that one. This gives me like Sex and the City vibes. Lots of bags with flowers on them. This is another square one. Just do hearts and then squares. And there's like a plastic canvas I can see on the inside of the bag. Or there's a plastic canvas that it's sewn to. Another fruit bag. Look, I'm touching it. I'm touching it. Daisies. So this looks like they're crocheted and then attached. So like appliques. This is kind of like the bag that's on the front. And they've also used this picture multiple times in the book as kind of like a filler for some space. This one's cool. I like this one. Ooh, something else. I'm touching it. I'm touching it. This is my other death fruit. I'm deathly allergic to pineapples as well. So the only way I'd get one is if I made a pineapple bag. Seashell bag. This would be pretty in like a self-striping yarn to make it look like it's actually like this one. Let me show you. I've got it right here. I mean, this is acrylic, but like if you did it in this colorway, I think this is Nifflers. Yeah, Nifflers. But if you like color controlled, you know, and did like so much of the bag was this, so much of the bag was this, and then if you did it like, because you have to do both sides, right? That's part of the bag is you do both sides. You could do one side and one set of stripes and one side and another set of stripes. That'd be cool. This one's pretty simple, like in color. And again, you could do a self-striping. They've done like an ombre yarn. You can see how it's going from light to dark. That's pretty. Okay, so got my sticky notes here. Let's break it into 3 parts and see what we've got. So, which ones did you like? I didn't show you the flower ones just because, like, well, all of the flower ones, because it's not like I'm super interested in them. But, like, there was this one. I'm not going to make it. But, I mean, other people would think it's cute, I guess. Where was the other one? This was a rainbow one. It's pretty, but it seems really big. There was the other flower one. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. This one. Right. Okay. So, let's see. Which ones would I want to do? Which ones? I think it would be funny to make a pineapple one. I'm not going to, but it would be funny to carry it around. Because people be like, oh my god, what are you doing? And people that know me, like especially like at my job and stuff, if that was my purse, they would all get a really big giggle out of that. Because that's something that I would do, is carry around something that would kill me. Okay, So I am going to put it on this one just because I think this would make a cute bag, even to make like for just a yarn bowl kind of situation, right? To make it something like that and then button it all together. You could put your yarn in it and then these little spots you could pull the yarn through. I think that would be cool. Even just like a not as a purse. Like I wouldn't make it as like a clutch situation, but I would do something like that and make it into a yarn bowl. I think that would be fun. I like that one. I would also have to find some sort of um, plastic canvas for some of these because like it would need it to keep it nice and firm. Okay, so I'm going to put one on this one because I really like this one. Okay, and then I'm debating between this last one that I showed you, right, and this one. So what do you think? I like the spider web one, but I also really like this one. I don't know. I mean, and there's no rule that says you have to pick 3, but if you pick, I mean, to me, if you pick more than 3, it's like you're not really narrowing down your choices to like the top of them. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one just because I would be more likely to make this one, I think, because it doesn't have as many like pieces. So I'm gonna go with this one. But the spider web one is an honorable mention for sure, right? That would be something really nice to make, right? Okay, so that is that book. And now we're gonna do the amigurumi. So again, I've shown you some of this before, but there are 22 patterns in this book. And again, I think it's a situation of it being self-published, just because there's no publisher information. There wasn't any publisher information on the other one. So like when you open it, there's not like a publisher name or anything like that on the book. And I mean, I have several books that are written in Italian and they still have a publishing house. If they're printed by a publishing house, they have that on there, right? Okay, so this is a little bunny here. Super cute. Not a bunny. Duck. It's a duck. It's a duck for Easter. And then there's a little cat here. Super cute. This cat, right, it's a famous cat. If you know, you know. My son used to love, the giggles that he would have watching that. Oh my goodness. He just thought that was the most hilarious thing from ages like 3 to 7 or 8. Like that was just the thing. You wanted to listen to that boy giggle, that's what you put on. And boy, would he giggle. He could have seen it at that point. By the time he was 8 years old, he'd seen it 100 times. Still giggle. Still would giggle. Okay? So you have some baby toys here. It's cute. The little rattle. Now this is a rabbit. With the little pajamas. Similar to the ones from the duck. But those are overalls. You have the bear. Patchwork bear. You have the chicken. The chicken. Very detailed pictures, I will say. Very detailed pictures. It's a little mouse, a Christmas mouse. Another little baby toy, the little dinosaur rattle. That's cute. A bear. Kind of reminds me, like the overalls remind me of like a honey pot from Winnie the Pooh. It's cute. Yeah, they're very detailed pictures in here. I like it. Also, rabbit. But a long-eared rabbit. So, pirate. A little fox. So cute. It's a snowman. The snowman. And then there's this guy. I would be surprised if that didn't get somebody in trouble. So I'm not going to say that out loud. But there's this guy. Now this is adorable. Look at this giraffe. That's so cute. That's so cute. Now I have something like this. Well, I don't have it. My daughter has it. It was a gift to her. This little snail. It doesn't have the rainbow shell, but it does have, it's pretty cute. And then there's an elephant. The little horse. Piccolo cavallo. And a red panda. And a green frog. A little swirl on its belly. And then a tiny little pig. This one's so cute. Look at that little bee with its little bow. It's adorable. And that's the last one. Okay. So now let me get my notes ready here. I kind of have an idea of what I want to make on here. But we'll see. Because I think that the duck and the rabbit are cute, but those pajamas look very involved, and I don't want any part of that. And I know that there are some things in here that I just really, really love. I really like this bee. So it was the last one, but I'm going to tag this bee because I think it's super adorable. Right? Is it on here? No. Okay. So this will be right here. Super cute. That's going to be one of them. And then I like the giraffe. I like the little horse. I kind of made something like the horse. I made a Shepye's pattern that I got from the yarn shop in Paris. I did it, it was a unicorn. I did it for my daughter. So I will pass on the horse for now because I did something similar. I like the giraffe. I like this cat just because it has sentimental value for my son. I don't know that he would want it necessarily. And then again for my daughter. It's small enough and cute enough that I think that she would like it. So I think okay. I think for copyright purposes, I'm not going to go with this friend. So I think I'm going to do the giraffe. It's super cute. And then the fox. Alright, so I'm going to do the little fox there. So that is my double bubble, label my library. And I'm hoping, right, to do a segment in the coming year where I see some action on some of these. So I have some thoughts, I have some plans. I have a lot of books over there that I've labeled, and they haven't done any of them. So I am gonna hopefully get cracking on some of those. We'll see. We'll see what happens, right? So let me know what you would make out of those books. Knowing how to read Italian, you can use Google Translate. Google Lens will translate it for you if you needed to. But which ones of those did you like? If you could pick, which ones would you make? Do you think that you guessed the ones that I would make? Did you guess correctly and like, oh yeah, she'll pick that one? Let me know what you think, right? So until I see you again, be well, be safe, and be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao bella!